informational interviews are really important when it comes to networking and when it comes to getting that dream job. I find in my experience anyway that informational interviews are, at the very least, they're another person in your network that you can reach out to for job opportunities, or even just to pick their brain about anything business related or anything about what they do. It's really good in terms of it's another form of research for maybe what kind of industry you want to work in, what kind of job you want to do, and then the best case scenario is actually I've heard of informational interviews leading to jobs, and I've heard of people getting their jobs just because they showed up to an informational interview and they impressed the guy so well that they got the job on the spot. So you have nothing to lose when you walk into an informational interview. So it's a really good tool, and it's something that every student should take advantage of, definitely. How do I frame my questions when I'm meeting with folks? I honestly, this goes back to being myself and being honest. I ask them what I want to know, and sometimes I'll be forthright and I'll tell them, you don't have to share this, or if it's confidential, you don't have to share it. But I was wondering what kind of salary this job entails, or how much money does this business make, and it really helps to frame your questions in a way that that you get the answers that you want. Nothing bugs me more as a student or as an employee or even as a boss or a manager, other than the fact that you keep going around and circling around the topic and not just getting right to it. And so I try not to do that when I'm asking questions, whether it's in an informational interview or whether it's in a real interview. I find that being honest and being forthright I don't know, it's worked out well for me. Top 3 points I would suggest for students is, number one is be prepared. Know what you're going in there for. When you're going into informational interview, I would assume that the person you're going to interview with is probably important. They're probably busy in their daily job, and they probably don't have a lot of time as it is. So honor that time and respect their time. So come in there prepared with your list of questions and what your intentions are. Be on time. Simple one is be on time. Have a little bit of personal touch to it. What do I mean by that? I mean, when I do a personal interview, for example, I make sure to grab their business card, and maybe a week, maybe the following day, I'll go and buy a thank you card, and I'll write them a handwritten thank you note saying, hey, thanks so much for meeting me. I know you're a busy guy, and I really appreciate the time you took to meet with me. I know you're busy. And I would send them that. And it just goes to show that you have, just to stand out a little bit, and that you're appreciative of their time. And it doesn't hurt too that they'll probably remember you, because who sends thank you cards nowadays? So it's a nice touch.